riding through fields. That's what we do, dog. Had to find dry ground. Was hoping for a sand track. It's underwater, so we're making do. Game crew was down here at I don't even know what this place is called. It's pretty sick though. Got a mud bog.
I just told those guys.
Pretty radical.
Like, stay big. All right, stay here.
Turn tracking.
Okay.
Turn tracking. This is how I grew up right here.
Have to go, on 125.
Riding fields, baby. Making a man out of you. Nothing like being third-year pinned, hitting a hidden log in the grass. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Greg's talking. I better go listen.
And then I'm like, I wonder if it makes more sense the other way. And then I wrote it the other way, and I was like, actually, that feels better. So if I wouldn't have done that, you'd have been going this way, and I promise you. And then, because coming down those, you got the speed coming down those hills. Like, accelerating up, it's fine, but like off the throttle going down that, I was like, it'll be better the other way. Right at the opposite way and tell me how bad.
Okay, is this what you want, Greg? Hey man, thanks for this great course.
Really good job with your
I'm
course
so
setup.
happy and grateful.
Whether it's a John Deere 5100 or a Yamaha YZ450F, I lay out the best track.
Super humble about it too.
Oh yeah.
You want tips?
You got tips?
I think so. This long little straight, I think, is probably, we're coming to a sand track, so I in my mind I had some ideas, but I think that it applies the same here, because you're dealing with like mushy, gushy dirt, hard dirt, tree roots. Not that you're going to see a lot of tree roots on the motocross track, but you will have harder bumps, soft dirt, that kind of thing. Big thing in the sand for me, I'm a terrible sand rider, grew up on hard clay. The biggest thing that helped me in the sand was modulating the throttle. So to kind of explain that a little bit, like on our data, we can see how different riders modulate the throttle. When I first started, I was more like tabletops. So as the data goes, you can kind of see like these lines, they go up and they kind of have sharp corners and drop down and back up like that. Where someone like Ken Roxon is more like wavy, like it kind of goes almost like a sound wave or something. And why that's good in the sand is because when you're going through like mushy stuff like this through here and you modulate the throttle, what the ground's going to try to do is slow your bike down. And so you do that choppy throttle, the bike's going to constantly be doing this. And when you're on a lean, trying to be keeping the same kind of path, trying to make it smooth, you're dealing with a really long rut. That's kind of like the worst thing you can do, and especially in the sand, because it's going to really pull the bike down. So I'll go through a couple times. I'll be super choppy with the throttle. You can just see how the bike is reacting and how difficult it is for me to actually do that. And then I'll go through with more of a kind of linear throttle tracing and see if it can smooth out the bike. So. So, obviously speeds are higher with the smoother throttle tracing because you're not letting off the throttle as much. But I don't know if you could pay attention to when I was kind of how much more the bike is wanting to react off the bumps, bury into the ground. The whole bike is constantly wanting to move. As opposed to whenever I have the smoother throttle tracing, everything just stays flat and you're able to keep the momentum. So, kind of along the lines of our last video, as far as setting up momentum, trying to keep the bike as calm as it can be, trying to keep the most momentum around the race course. I mean, that's the key to going faster. It's not necessarily a super hard throttle, super hard clutch. how can I get from point A to point B the smoothest, the most efficient, and make the most use of the track. So that's what's happened in my neck, in the neck of these woods, and hopefully you can take this to your neck and help it in your woods too. Do hast a good day.